How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. This is a place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and your visions. Now, we have to come back with this one again. This is going to be a great episode. Man, if you are in the food and beverage industry or you are a food service provider, you are going to like this one. We're also going to tailor this to catering. So, like I said, man, we have me, myself, as a owner of a company that's in the food and beverage industry. Like I said, the Times Square Gardens Restaurant Company. We have the Times Square Gardens brand, which is the Times Square Gardens management company that manages these brands, which is TSG Coffee Company, TSG Restaurant Company, TSG Culinary Exchange. And like I said, we're going to start to integrate the peanut butter company as well. So I just want to make sure that I can help you guys out with this, man. This is called how restaurants can increase revenue without raising prices. And this is a strategy that we came up with to kind of help. And it actually helps for me with catering as well, and, I had a lot of things that happen with caterings as well. So, we'll discuss that on a later note. But I've learned that growing revenue doesn't always require charging more. You need to understand that too. So a lot of things I do, one thing that I do is I kind of focus on increasing the value of each customer visit through upselling and add-ons. Okay, so with the Times Square Gardens Restaurant Company brand, when we first started off, we wanted to get a brick and mortar, but we didn't get a brick and mortar because we needed to try to generate some type of capital. So when we were trying to generate revenue for the company, I actually started the company off with caterings. So we started off selling plates just for we had already had different meals that I have already cooked in certain dishes, and we started a YouTube page. Not YouTube, but we started on Instagram. So with it being on Instagram, people already understood and already knew our capabilities of what we could produce and what we were making, and the different types of dishes that we were making. They really enjoyed them too. So they already understood and knew what we were putting out there and what we were putting forward. So we had certain deals, probably seasonal deals, and with these seasonal deals, probably like $500 for feeding 50 people, 2 meats or 1 meat, a side, a salad, and a bread, probably for $500 for 4 items, any type of meat. But the meats were gourmet. It was gourmet cuisine. People loved it, so it was a real gourmet. But what I did was I didn't focus on upselling the products, because if we had a certain type of meat, just say we had pomegranate herb lamb chops. We had these pomegranate herb lamb chops, and then we had probably some sriracha orange glazed chicken as well. So just depending on our batch recipe. So we had a couple batch recipes, and some of them we didn't use. We just basically used how much it costs, like off the top of our head, but we didn't know if we were making a profit, so we couldn't do that anymore. So what I did was we started to add add-ons. So even with the $500, you get the $500 for the 1 meat, the one side, either a salad, I believe either a salad and a bread. So we already had this on our menu, but we had add-ons. If you wanted us to bring, like, to set up the event, okay, we had an add-on for that. To set up the event, we had an add-on for setup and cleanup. That was an add-on. Then we had, depending on the type of event, that was an add-on. If we wanted to come up with a certain theme, even the food to be a certain color, maybe with the garnish, maybe, with St. Patrick's Day, maybe you wanted some pesto ribs or something like that, just to kind of match with the color. So we had certain add-ons that we used to basically upsell the catering. So yes, it was $500, but if you wanted us to bring drinks were not in that deal. Creating a space wasn't in that deal. If you wanted us to rent out a space, if we had to do setup, breakdown, all of those things were not in that $500, that type of deal. So instead of increasing the charging more, you know what I mean, we just basically had a little add-on. So it really doesn't seem like it's charging more. So simply suggest certain types of items. And we're talking about if you're in the restaurant, if you're in a restaurant, you've ran a restaurant, if you have one right now at this moment. Simple suggestions. So that's why it's always good for the waiter to know the person besides not really the chef. The owner needs to know what's on the menu. He needs to make certain decisions when it comes to the menu. But the only person besides the chef that really needs to understand and really needs to know the menu better than anyone else is the waiter or the waitress. They need to know exactly what's on the menu. I would, with hiring certain waiters and waitresses, I would not mind if we took a training day for these individuals and for them to taste test everything that's on the menu so that they can give a more sincere suggestion when it comes to working with clients, or when it comes to working with the customers. They can say, man, but simple suggestions like appetizers, desserts, specialty drinks, or meal upgrades can simply increase sales. You don't have to have this massive gourmet menu where it's like $120 for a steak and a potato. You don't have to do that. What you can have a steak and potato for, let's say, $20, a $20 deal, New York strip, 30 bucks. Or they have certain things just like Chili's, 2 for 25 or something like that, and they have a certain menu for that. But the thing is this, you can also suggest add-ons, maybe an appetizer before your meal gets there, maybe a dessert, like I said, maybe a specialty drink. All those meal upgrades can help increase your sales significantly. So when you increase the average ticket size, revenue grows without changing the menu prices. So somebody comes in one day, just because let's say you had a bad season, your restaurant took a hit, so now you want to increase the prices, or maybe they went up on the prices from your manufacturers. So we use manufacturers kind of like U.S. Foods. I believe I still have an account with them. We use U.S. Foods, Gordon's. It's another one called like Shamrock that we used when we were in Minerva. It was in we did some summer camps. This is back when I worked with another company as well, but these are a couple of the manufacturers or the vendors that we use to get those different types of products in. So we use U.S. Foods and other places like that. But when you increase the ticket size, it still helps the revenue to grow. So do not change your prices on your menus. And we also have a service with Tom Square Gardens Restaurant Company, menu revision. So if you are a restaurant in New York City, maybe the New Jersey area, probably as far as Connecticut, and you're looking to bring some flavor to your menu, we do have a service. You can go to www.thompsonsquaregardensmanagementcompany.com, leave us a comment, send us an email, and then we can move forward. I believe our email is TSG Management Company at nycmail.com. You can go on that as well. And if you are looking to revise your menu, maybe have you some, man, let's get some good things on the menu. And I like to tell individuals this as well. You can keep a low prime cost rate or low food cost rate if you know how to garnish the plate. So yeah, this person may have chicken breast, a grilled chicken breast. It could be a grilled chicken breast, but when you put a little lime zest or a little orange zest and some parsley over the top of it, it looks like a $40 piece of chicken. So man, you can still have good food costs by simply investing in garnishes for the food. Yeah, you have a regular chicken breast. The chicken breast has been grilled to perfection. It looks amazing. You put a white wine sauce on it, and okay, that's the chicken breast. But you have that white wine sauce on there. But if you add some orange zest and some fresh parsley, it turns a $15 meal just with those two simple ingredients by decorating into a $30 chicken breast. So you can still keep the same food costs and just add a little bit of garnishing or invest in those things. So but when you increase the ticket size, like I said, it's probably my third time saying it, but when you increase the average ticket size, it grows revenue without changing your menu prices. You do not have to change your menu price in order to say, okay, man, we're falling behind. You know what I mean? Let's up the prices. You don't have to do that. Just train your waiters and your waitresses to understand every menu that's on the item, so that once they come to a client or they come to a customer, they'll say, man, what are you drinking today? I've been a host, but what would you guys like to drink today? Oh, hey, the right introduction. Hey, my name is so and so. I'll be your waitress for the night. What are you guys drinking today? and so on. Are you guys ready or whatever? But start to suggest certain items on the menu and those add-ons. So with those add-ons, it can grow the ticket size. So number two, I turn first-time guests into repeat customers. How do you turn a first-time guest to a repeat customer? I'm gonna tell you experience. When someone experiences you, when they experience you first as a person. They experience the environment that they walk in. Well, they experience the environment first if you have a restaurant, but if you're doing catering, they experience you firsthand as the owner of the company. And with that experience, it helps them to be a repeat customer. So you basically, it's kind of like a funnel. They meet you, great personality. They've seen some of your work. Okay, that's cool. And then they start to have that experience with tasting the food. Maybe you had an add-on with your catering to maybe create the event or to design the event. Maybe they like that as well, to create an atmosphere where they feel comfortable and where they feel like they have been taken care of in such an elegant and a luxurious way. So the first time, how to turn a first-time guest to a repeat customer is that you have to realize that these repeat customers are often more valuable than just like constantly chasing new ones. And you should think that way too, because you need to focus on creating a memorable experience, customer experience that keeps them coming back. Like we just discussed, man, maybe it's your food. Maybe it's the way that you have trained your staff. Maybe it's the way that you have designed the interior design of your restaurant, or the way that you have strategically created your food and garnished the food. That has a big impact first, man. I can tell you right now that, it's good to season food. It's good to, which is the number one thing, it has to have some type of flavor, some type of taste. It's good to do these things, but at the same exact time, you need to be able to make the food, have people taste the food with their eyes before they actually bite into the food. You know what I mean? So you want to do that, but loyalty programs, email marketing, let's say exceptional service, and encourage repeat business. So a lot of times, you can also leave a note. This is a good way for you to get repeat customers as well. If you have an app, maybe if you have an app and you have some type of deals or coupons on the app, you could tell them, okay, no, thank you for, coming here or whatever. Have the waitress at least leave or put a QR code on the bottom of the ticket, put a QR code on the receipt, and tell them, man, if you download our app, man, you get 30% off the next time you come here. You need to find strategic ways to market. And then once they download that app, they have to put in their information to create an account. And once they create that account, you know what's going to happen. You are now going to have that customer in your database to do email marketing. That means to send them constant deals. Even if they delete the app, they will still get deals to their email address. So the more often customers return, the more revenue your restaurant generates over time. This is how it is. When people come back, you start to make more money. And also, once you have a loyal customer, just because that customer is loyal and have come back repeatedly, they will also start to, I tell people this all the time, the best marketing strategy is word of mouth. Word of mouth is the best marketing strategy. It's been the best marketing strategy probably since 1887. You know what I mean? Before you had the internet, before you had when people were riding on horses, the best marketing strategy. Did you go and, taste Miss Ann's apple pie? You know what I mean? The best marketing strategy to get the word around town is word of mouth. Someone who has experienced, tasted, or been a part of the experience that you have created. So that is probably the best. So when you get those repeat customers, you also get a person that will market your company or your brand for free. So number 3 is I create additional revenue streams beyond the dining room. So, and I've told individuals this before too. So you can have one company that can be broken down into multiple revenue streams. So how do you do that? So, okay, you can have a restaurant. Okay, that's cool. You have a restaurant. You can break a company down to generate revenue from multiple sources. And how do you do that? If you have a restaurant, one thing you can do is you can have catering. You can have a department for catering. You can have a department within our restaurant company, Times Square Gardens Restaurant Company. What we have is, yes, we have the catering experience, and we also have a private chef experience as well. Maybe you don't need a catering for the whole family. Maybe there's one night out you want to take your loved one to, or take your wife or your significant other. We have a private chef that will come, set it up, give you guys a gourmet meal, and then we also have the catering experience for corporate catering. We also have wedding catering as well. We also have, and with the wedding catering, we have photography packages and other things that are add-ons or attached to those wedding caterings. And then we also have, as a part, we are a part of the National School Program here in New York City. So we do offer food service to schools in New York City. So the thing is that one company now has went from having a catering experience or a restaurant experience to now generate multiple streams of revenue from different sources by breaking the company down in different departments that offer different services. You can do this with anything. So just say I'm a guy that sells shoes. Okay, I sell shoes. How do I break this shoe store down to generate multiple streams of income? You know what I can do? I can start to customize the shoes. I can start to order certain types of shoestrings that, you know what I mean? We have these new shoestrings that's, man, you can find out different ways to break down any company to generate more than one stream of revenue. Just say you are a lawn service. You are a lawn service. The only thing you do is cut and weed eat grass, maybe do some sidewalk trimming. But you know what else that you can do? You can add on, man. You know what we do? We also do landscaping. We don't only cut grass. We get some mulch out here. We can do landscaping as well. Are you looking and have someone on your team that's probably a certified home inspector as well? So somebody that's in landscaping, probably be a certified home inspector, and say, man, we would not only cut grass, but if your home ever need an estimator, a home estimator, I say inspector, but same difference. You want to kind of inspect the property to kind of understand the property value before you put it on the market or see what needs to be fixed. So have someone that has those different type of traits so that you can take one small company and that you can start to generate revenue by building different departments. Another one that we have the Paradise Gardens brand. So the Paradise Gardens brand is actually started off with just doing Airbnb. So we're doing Airbnb in Greece for a while. The person who I created this company with was a guy in Greece, and he actually fell off. And I just stayed with the company. So now I turned the company's name and the branding into Paradise Gardens International Realty Company. So with that company that we originally started in Greece, working remotely with Airbnb and internationally, now we do the same thing here. But that Paradise Gardens International Realty Company brand, we have branched that brand off into different other companies inside the umbrella. So now we not only have the Paradise Gardens International Realty Company, now we also have Paradise Garden Pool Planet. So yeah, maybe you may need an Airbnb, but we can also, maybe you may need help with your real estate, but we can also build you a pool. So we also have Paradise Gardens Pool, Paradise Garden Pool Planet, Paradise Pool Planet, but we also have Paradise Gardens Construction Assets. So maybe you don't even have a house. Maybe you're looking to build a house. Maybe you need to rent or buy a bulldozer. Maybe you need to buy a scraper, or maybe you need to, but we have Paradise Gardens Construction Assets where you can buy that heavy machinery from us as well if you're building a property. And then we also have the Paradise Gardens Pool, and it's another one. I can't think of it at the moment, but we have the realty company, Paradise Pool Planet, Paradise Gardens Construction Assets, and Paradise. We also have the Paradise Gardens Home and Garden. So Home and Garden deals more with home decor, but it's really exterior home decor. Maybe you're looking for some lights, new carpet, new rug. Maybe you're looking for some things that you can, lamps, things you can put outside the house. So all of these fall under the Paradise Gardens brand, just like we did the Times Square Gardens brand. But we have taken one company and split it into different companies of different departments and different ways to be able to generate more revenue while these companies are all integrated. So if you come to a company or buy something from us, we'll also send you a discount to another store as well. But I focus on creating memorable memorable experiences. Yeah, and it keeps people coming back. But at the same time, generating revenue from multiple streams by creating different departments that offer different services, and also taking one company, turning it into a brand name, and create more companies with that brand name. So with these three, we have the Times Square Gardens Restaurant Company, the brand. We have the Paradise Gardens brand, but there's another brand that we have called Summit Cove. So Summit Cove, we've taken this same blueprint and we attached it to Summit Cove. Summit Cove is a auto consulting company where we help you find the right vehicle. We also help you to sell your vehicle. We also help you to find a supercar. We also sell boats. We have boats online, kids' toys. That's Summit Cove Auto Sales Consulting. That's online. But we also have Summit Cove's Luxury Kids. So Summit Cove Luxury Kids Cars is basically where we sell kids cars. We sell luxury kids cars. Maybe your kid wants a little Bentley. We'll sell them a luxury elegant Bentley. Maybe your daughter wants a pink Lamborghini Urus. We sell kids cars as well, and that is part of the Summit Cove brand. And then we also so it's Summit Cove Consulting, Auto Consulting. We have Summit Cove luxury kids cars that we sell as well, and then we have Summit Cove auto essentials, where it's more like where we sell like anything that has to do with your car. We sell car wash kits, anything that has to do with the interior exterior of a car. Maybe you need some new lights, maybe you need like some new steering wheel thing, whatever that may be. Maybe you need some new car seats. We also sell anything, man. Maybe you like to eat food in the car. We sell food trays. We sell Lammy Call digital screens for your kids in the back seat. So all these are under the Summit Cove brand. So you have to learn how to diversify your company. You can sell candles. Okay, you can sell candles, but you can find more ways to diversify that company by not only just selling candles, and then you can find wax molds where you can sell a candle that looks like a body. You can sell a candle that looks like start to diversify it and just put it in its own little packages. So you can start to just go from selling one candle to buying different molds. Maybe you got a candle that looks like a hat. Maybe you have a candle that looks like a body. Maybe you have a candle that looks like a hand. You can start to diversify your company by adding these different techniques to anything. So, but look for opportunities like catering, like we was just talking about. We are talking about restaurants, but I just wanted to add those other things just to let you know that it's possible to diversify departments and create different revenue streams coming from any type of company. So I look for opportunities like catering, which I told you we do meal prep. Yeah, we also add meal prep too. So we have meal prep, but when we do meal prep, we actually like to get into a contract with these new gyms. So if you are a gym owner, reach out to us. If you own a gym, if you own a karate studio, if you own a yoga studio, get in touch with us. Like I said, you can go to www. Times Gardens Management Company. We do meal prep. So once we do meal prep, we would like to collaborate with some of these gyms. Maybe you are a gym, maybe a yoga studio, maybe a karate studio, and we would like to collaborate with you guys, and we would give you a discount on our meal plans. And you can also market that as, if you get a membership with us, you can get 7 meals free. You know what I mean? Upon getting a. So we would like to collaborate with you guys on that as well. So you can just hit us up when it comes to meal prep. We do private events, branded merchandise, and online ordering as well. But expanding revenue streams helps maximize the value of the business without increasing the menu prices. Now, when we first started this episode, we were talking about how to not increase your menu price and how to generate revenue without increasing your menu prices when it comes to restaurants. But I want you to know you can tailor this to anything else, but I want to stay on topic here. But what I stay on top of was primarily talking about restaurants, but expanding those revenue streams helps to maximize the value of the business without increasing menu prices, from the meal prep, the private events, the branded merchandise. So the strongest restaurants find multiple ways to serve customers and generate income, and that foundation or that blueprint can be tailored to any business. So that's something you guys can look into, man. This is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. Man, we're coming live from New York City, and this is the place we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. We'll see you guys back here next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.